Call the meeting to order. Can you please everybody rise for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Lieutenant Raymond.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. So we're going to try to get through this list today. So I'm calling the agenda for the City of Revere License Meeting for December 20th, 2023. The following matters will become before the License Commission as regular scheduled meeting today in the council chamber. The meeting previously held with the city clerk. Do we have a motion to approve our November 15th meeting minutes?
I'll approve.
No sound system today.
No sound. I'll approve. Make a motion to approve.
I'd second that motion. That motion carries and approved. The following applications will be submitted for consideration. Item number 1, 99 West LLC, doing business as 99 Restaurant and Pub, operating at 121 Revere VFW Parkway. Manager, proposed manager is Bridget Turpco.
Yes.
And this is an application for a change of manager from Alan Kerr. Is there anyone from 99 Restaurant here? Can you please approach the podium, please? State your full name and your address.
Bridget Turco, 485 Prospect Street, Field, Mass.
Okay, and before I ask you some questions, would you please highlight some of your experience as in the restaurant industry?
Sure. I've been with the 99 for 23 years. Worked various positions over the years, from an hourly to server bartender up to manager. So done a lot with the company.
And are you a citizen?
Yes.
Okay, and a resident of Mass, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. And are you familiar with the rules and regulations of the ABCC, of this commission, and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as it pertains to the sale and service of alcohol?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions for?
No, I have no questions. I've gone over the application. Looks like everything's in order. So at this time, I have no questions.
Okay, I'll close this section. Are there any components of this application for change of manager? Okay, I'll close this section. Is there any opposition to this application? Okay, close this section. I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'd second that motion. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good day.
I apologize. The mic system isn't working, so we'll speak as loud as we can.
And if you can't hear me for whatever reason, just, I'll
Raise
speak
your
up.
hand.
Yeah, raise your hand. I'll speak up. All right. The second item on today's list, agenda, is the Revere Restaurant Operator LLC, doing business as Mission Beach House, 400 Ocean Avenue. Proposed manager is Johan Alexander Mola. And it's an application for a change of manager from a Sophia Augusto. And we have someone from Mission Beach House. Can you please state your full name and address for the record?
Yes, my name is Johan Alexander Mola, and I currently reside at 27 Erie Street, Lynn, Massachusetts.
Okay. And I just have a few questions for you. Are you a citizen?
Yes.
Okay. And you're a resident of Massachusetts?
Yes.
Okay. And for the record, would you please highlight some of your experience in the food and beverage industry?
Yep, so I've been with the company for 6 years. I started as a server. Within time, I moved up to bartender, trainer, service manager, and now I'm currently the general manager.
Okay.
So I've been with, yes,
So you're currently the general manager, and you'll be the on-site manager at this location?
correct.
Okay. And are you familiar with the rules and regulations of this board, the ABCC, the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, as well as it pertains to the service and sale of alcohol beverages?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions for Mr. Mola?
No, just that, how many hours do you intend to be on the premises?
For at least 40,
At least 40.
correct.
I must say, through my personal experience, Mr. Mola, I had the pleasure of him throwing my 40th birthday party at the Mission Beach, and he did a fabulous job. Everything went fantastic, and all my guests had a great job. So I'll close that section and open up to any proponents of this application for a change of manager. Okay, hearing and seeing none, I close that section. I'd open the floor to any opposition to Mr. Moeller being the on-site manager of Mission Beach House. Okay, no opposition, close that section, and I'd entertain a motion.
Well, I'm going to make a motion to approve, but I would like to note I didn't get an invitation to the party. So, but I'll still make a motion.
Well, it was an event for the ages. It was a good event, I'll tell you that. And I'm very grateful that Mission Beach House was able to host me and my family. So
Our pleasure.
the application is approved, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a great day. Happy holidays.
Okay, moving on to item number 3. The mayor's in the back of the. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
With the lighting, you can't see.
Okay, yeah, I just noticed you.
I wasn't invited either, don't worry.
You worried about it? I think your invitation got lost in your email somewhere. So you were a busy guy at that time, Mr. You were elect at that time, but now you're the mayor going forward. And I'm very happy about that. Okay, item number 3. We have is it Ja Liquor Corporation doing business as BCM Liquors operating at 535 Broadway. The proposed manager, and I don't want to butcher the first name, so I'm going to say Mr. Patel. It's an application for a change of officers, directors, and transfer of stock. And can you please state your full name and address for the record?
Hi, my name is Nirav Patel, and I'm the manager for BCM Liquors, 535 Broadway.
And if you could just give us some background of this application.
Sure, so we're just adjusting chairs in the application. I will retain as the manager, the director, all of that's exactly the same as the store name and all that. So we're just, technically, it's like a technical thing in the form that we're just adjusting the shares.
So names aren't changing, it's
No.
not, okay,
Yeah, everything is exactly the same besides the shares, we're just changing.
sounds good. And do you have any questions for Mr.
No, I
Patel?
have no questions. Again, everything was answered in your application.
Appreciate it.
Okay, I would entertain a motion.
Any proponents?
Oh, sorry, I closed this section. Are there any proponents of this application for a change of officers, directors, and transfer of stock? Okay, hearing and seeing none, I'll close this section. Are there anyone in opposition of this application? Okay, hearing and seeing none, I'll close this section. At this point, I entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right, that motion carries. I second that motion. Good luck.
Thank you,
Thanks
happy
so much.
holidays.
Now we have item number 4, Nepali's Bakery and Cafe Corporation operating at 180 Shirley Avenue, Unit C1, and the president is Humberto Gregales, and I apologize if I mispronounced the last name. It's an application for a common vicular license, application of Nepali's Bakery and Cafe Corporation for a common vicular license to be exercised at 180 Shirley Avenue, Unit C1. Requested seating is 6. Requested hours of operation are Sunday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. And do we have anyone from this business here? Can you please state your full name and address for the record?
How you doing? I'm just going to translate for him.
Sure.
My name is Roberto Grajales, and it's 180 Chile. My is 21 Venice Street,
And what's
it's
it?
Boston.
Okay, thank you. And can you please tell me what you plan to do with this license, operation-wise, etc.?
Do you guys mind if I speak for him?
Of course.
Yes.
Just state your full name and address for the record.
Diana Grajales, 16 Quarry Lane in Malden.
Okay.
Basically, he's been in the restaurant business for about like 20 years or more. He had the opportunity to open up a new bakery right now. So he just wants to, open that up, be able to give more job opportunities and work with the city and see how it goes.
And I noticed that you plan to operate until 10 p.m. Are you gonna be serving like dinner service as well?
No, so we're just trying to work with the hours. We're not sure. He has a bakery right now, and they close at 10 as well. But we want to work with these, see if how it works.
Mhm.
Like the station's right there, so I know that maybe people would still want to eat after.
So you may need to adjust the hours at a future date if you need to stay. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
And you're not actually open at this present time,
No,
right?
no.
Okay. What's the status of your health inspection?
We're still working on that. That's our last inspection that we
Do you have
have.
anything scheduled?
No, not yet, no.
Okay. When do you intend to open?
Well, we're trying to get through this meeting today and then the health department and hopefully by the end of the month.
I see. So it's your intention to have the inspection completed before the end of the month, so by next week, if we, pending our
If,
approval?
yeah, exactly, yeah.
I see, okay. Do you have any questions?
No, I have no questions. It seems like everything's in order, but of course, to be approved, I would want to first make sure it does pass inspection with the health department.
Okay,
Right.
So we wouldn't be able to open until that is done.
yeah. Correct,
So,
yeah.
but I'm gonna open up to the floor, but what I'm thinking is that maybe we can conditionally approve them
Yes.
and pending the final inspection, and if they can't get that, then they'll just have to come back.
Absolutely.
For the
Okay, yeah, I wasn't aware we had to do the health first
Yeah,
before this
but-
meeting.
But we'll address that at the end. So I'm gonna close this section. I'm gonna open the floor up to any advocates or proponents of this business obtaining a common vicular license. Anyone that would like to speak on behalf of Nepali's Bakery and Cafe? Okay, seeing and hearing none, I'll close this section. I'd open it up to any opposition to this application for a common vicular license. Okay, hearing and seeing none, I will close that section. So I would entertain a motion for conditional approval pending the final inspection from the health department, so that if they get it, then they can obviously.
Right, so this way we won't have to hold them up, wait for next
Exactly.
month's meeting. Yes, I
So-
totally agree with that.
Right. So I'd move, so the motion was second, and it carries, so it's approved. Just make sure you send a copy or send something to Maggie
Okay,
in the office, so that we can know that everything's all set with you guys.
okay,
and
sounds good.
You won't have to come back in.
Sounds
Any
good.
questions?
No, we're good.
All right,
Thank you.
nice
Good
meeting
luck.
you.
Thank you as well.
Okay, that's good. Item number 5, LGM Auto LLC, doing business as 1A Autoway, 441 Lee Burbank Highway. Ms. Dos Santos, LLC manager. And this is for an application of transfer of a Class 2 motor vehicle dealer license. The application of 1A Autoway for a transfer of the Class 2 motor vehicle dealer license from Acura Motors Incorporated. Number of cars for sale to remain at 22. Requested hours of Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And I believe council, please state your name and your address.
Good afternoon, members of the commission. My name is Roberto DeMarco. I'm with Foster Walker and DeMarco at 350 Main Street in Malden, Massachusetts. With me is Glacy Dos Santos. We also have with us the seller of the property and his counsel, Mr. Catoggio. I apologize for stumbling. We also have with us the sign-off for the inspections that I think was pending. If I could submit that?
Okay,
Yes.
Thank you.
So, council, would you be able to highlight some of your client's experience in this industry, what she plans to do with the license, what changes that she plans to make, et cetera?
The seller is retiring. They are family, friends. My client grew up in a auto business. She was interested. She's a business owner in Malden. She has a donut shop, Honeydew, right on Eastern Avenue. And she's been running businesses at different places for a while. Her and her husband are interested in continuing to expand their family businesses, and this was an opportunity. They have been training with the sellers and are continuing to do so, and they have the seller under agreement to continue to show them the ropes, and they will move forward with operating it just as it's operated successfully.
I see, so this is their first,
Formal introduction to Class 2, yes.
I see. So I guess my question is, and if I may directly.
Yeah,
direct this to your
absolutely. My
client,
client is here for answer questions.
Are you familiar with all the applicable rules and regulations associated with this Class 2 dealer license?
Yes, sir.
All right.
just concerned about, excuse me.
Sure.
Let's check the
Okay, so it looks like you have a preliminary inspection. Do you have something set for a final inspection?
We already submitted the permit, and the service already has been done, but I believe that we're just waiting for the inspector to
To
go
come
there
out.
and come out and give us the final, but it's already done. I have pictures of he asked for, which is the exit sign and the door, the new door, the fire rated door.
Okay,
If
we
you would
just
like to
need
see
the
pictures,
paperwork.
I'm more than glad to show it to you.
So conditional approval.
Again,
Okay.
as long as we get the paper.
All right, so we'll address that in one second. We'll just close the section. Well, do you have any questions about the
No,
applications?
I have no question, that was my question.
That was a question, yeah, the inspection. Okay, so I'm gonna close this section. I'd open the floor up to any proponents of this application for a transfer of the Class 2 motor vehicle dealer license. Okay, I'll close this section. I'll open the floor to any opposition to this transfer of license. Okay, hearing and seeing none, I'll close this section. Okay, so I'd move to conditionally approve this transfer of license contingent on the final inspection being completed. And obviously, once that is confirmed and we receive that they have the final inspection, you'll be fully licensed and ready to go. Second that?
And I'll second that.
Thank you. That motion carries. Okay.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, members of the
Thank you
commission.
very
Absolutely. Best of luck to you. Okay, so item number 6 is the City of Revere 2024 inaugural event at 107 Newhall Street Cafeteria. The event manager is a Claudia Correa. And this is an application of the City of Revere for a one-day malt, wine, common vicular, and entertainment license. Said license to be exercised in the cafeteria of the Susan B. Anthony School, 107 Newhall Street, Revere, Mass. On Monday, January 1st, 2024, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The event is the inauguration of the new city mayor, Patrick Keefe. And expected attendance is 150 to 200. It might actually be more than that.
Correct,
Because the
yes.
city's pretty excited about the guy coming in my
Indeed.
opinion.
Indeed, thank you so much. Good afternoon, Chair, Commissioners. Claudia Correa from the Mayor's Office, located at 281 Broadway. And I'm just here to request one-day license, if you have any questions.
Yes, so what preparations are you currently making for this license and especially the service of malt and wine beverage?
Sure, so the event is called Taste Flavors Over Year, which means that the vendors will be providing a small taste of food, in this case of alcohol. We will be having a tip-certified server who will be providing the attendees with a 2-hour service, no more than 2. We also will have notifications posted at the serving table as well as the main doors of the assigned space, the cafeteria, multilingual notifications, and letting patrons know that they cannot take any drinks outside the premises and so forth. We, the organizers, will be the ones in charge of enforcing these rules for this very basic but very important event.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions for?
No, I have
Ms.
no
Correa?
questions. I'm sure it's going to be a great evening. I'm looking
Me too.
forward to it.
Excellent,
And,
thank you.
I have no questions, no.
Is this an open invitation or is it by invitation only, the inauguration?
It is open to the public,
Okay,
yes.
because I was still waiting for my invitation as well in the mail, because, you know,
I got one.
you got, oh, wow, look
Well,
at
they were
that.
sent in the email.
I'm sure
I
it's
got it in
on
my
the way.
email.
We're
I got it in
still.
the email. I have the my email. I saw it in email. I'm just busting. Okay, so I'm gonna close this section. I'm gonna open up to any proponents of this application for a one-day malt, wine, common vicular entertainment license. Any proponents? Okay, hearing and seeing none, I'd close this section. I'd open the section to any opposition to this application being issued. Okay, hearing and seeing none, I'll close this section. So, entertain a motion,
With pleasure, I'll make a motion to approve.
and I, with pleasure, second that motion.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you there.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yes, I hope they won't come.
No. So, the next item on the list is item number 7, which is a late addition to the agenda. is Meridian Market, Revere LLC, 300 Ocean Avenue, and the managers is a Frederick and Paul Novelio. I apologize if I mispronounced that, LLC managers. And it's in, huh?
Yes.
I was close?
Good enough.
Okay, good. Okay. The
Good.
application for a common vicular license, application of this LLC for a common vicular license to be exercised at 300 Ocean Avenue. Requested hours of operation is Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. with no seating. Okay?
Correct.
And just please state your name and your address for the record.
Paul Noviello, 121 Meridian Street, East Boston. I'm currently one of the owners. We plan on taking over where the old Dunkin' Donuts used to be at 300 Ocean Ave. It's going to be a grab and go for to-go meals, and we're actually going to have prepared meals at our main location at 121 Meridian Street, which will be transported to Revere in like a
Where was
steam
there a
table.
Dunkin' Donuts on Ocean Avenue?
Where the old current Dunkin' Donuts used to be, inside the MGH building, 300
Oh,
Ocean.
I'm
Ave.
asking-
Oh, I see. Inside the MGH.
Yeah, inside it was like in the
Yes.
stairs going into
Huh.
the subway station.
Our family's been in business for 24 years. We have a USDA facility as well on the Revere East Boston line.
Oh.
My son attends school in Revere. We're looking
And-
forward to serving to.
Is this the
public.
first, you said, is this the first time opening a business of this nature, or your family's been in?
No, we've been in this business for over 24 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so we actually have all our foods will be from our USDA facility brought to this facility.
And for the record, I assume you're familiar with all the rules and
Yes.
food service and, okay,
Yes.
within the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Okay, Commissioner Granasso.
I have no questions. It's a great spot. I go there myself.
Thank you.
And you got the MBTA right there also.
Yes.
Which they use it all the time. So, no, I think it's a great spot. And it seems like everything's in order, so I have no questions.
I was working with Miss McKenna here. She's been great. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So is there any additional with them? No, there's nothing, right, that we need to, okay.
They also need a final,
They will,
they would need a final health inspection as well.
yes, that's what it was. I knew I was missing something. The final health
Final.
inspection. Do you have any, have you initiated that process?
Whatever we need to do to get it done, absolutely. We can get a final.
Well, I was gonna say, the man that talks to us right there, he probably doesn't
Right.
want to set up hours now, but
Oh, sure.
reach out to his office.
We can reach
and,
out to the office,
and then-
absolutely.
So we would do the same thing like we did with the previous applicant. I would propose, obviously, making this contingent on you getting
Contingent.
that final, okay? But
Absolutely.
let me close this section, I'll open up to any proponents of this application for a common vicular license, okay? Hearing and seeing none, I close this section, and I'd open the floor to any opposition to this application for a common vicular license. Any opposition? Okay, seeing and hearing none, I close this section. So Linda, I'll entertain a motion,
I'd like to make a motion to approve contingent on,
the fund,
On health inspection.
and I'd second that motion. Okay, the motion carries and it's approved. And once you get the final, just shoot it over to Maggie when you have a chance.
Very good.
Thank you so
very
much.
Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, yes. So, board discussion about extending opening hours to serve food and non-alcoholic beverage. Proposed correspondence to be sent out to everyone, to be advised that they will be allowed to open on New Year's Eve until 3 a.m., January 1st, 2024. And there are a number of conditions that they must follow, such as the last call for service of alcohol at 1:30 a.m. So, Linda, would we approve this to?
I think we've done it every year.
Every
It
year.
seems to work out fine, as long as they stay by the alcohol hours that they do have. And I think it's a great thing for the city, staggering the hours people are leaving instead of everyone leaving at the same time. So I'm in favor of it.
I'm in favor as well, so I'll second that motion to approve, so that motion carries, and this notice will be sent out forthwith. We have some communications. Notification from the ABCC of a return of no action for an application for a new malt and wine restaurant license for Mass Trips, doing business as Ezequiel Taqueria. And we have a number of license renewals that were proposed renewals. However, there's one that I'd like to bring to the floor, which is Burbank Incorporated, doing business as Full Rack Smokehouse, operating at 297 Lee Burbank Highway. It's my understanding that they have not obtained their certificate of inspection. And in order for all of the applications to be renewed for the all alcohol license, the certificate of inspection is certainly needed. So, Commissioner Granado, your thoughts on that?
Well, again, obviously, we can't approve unless all the paperwork is in order. So we can contingently,
Right.
instead of closing them we don't have another meeting. But if they don't get the work, then obviously they'd have to come on our January agenda.
Right, so I would propose conditionally approving their all alcohol license, contingent upon that they provide us with the confirmation that they received their certificate of inspection before our next meeting in January. And if we don't receive that, then we'll call them in,
Okay.
all right?
And of course, they won't be able to operate after
That January.
December 31st.
They'll be put on the floor for that.
Right.
Right, well, so they're conditionally renewed pending the, certificate of
Right. I
inspection.
don't know if Michael had something to add to that. Will you? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I would go contingent that they have all the paperwork in order by December 31st.
And, okay, so you have that, right, Maggie? Okay, so I'll just cover the other sections that are also set for
Well, can we
renewal.
approve,
Sure.
Commissioner, can we approve all the renewal licenses on page 3,
So all of the
except?
license renewals for restaurant and all alcohol are fully approved on page 3, with the exception of Burbank Full Rack Smokehouse, which we just discussed. So I'd second that motion. Turning to page 4, there's sections for a package store, malt and wine, that has a number of renewals as well, and entertainment license renewals, Veterans Club, all alcohol renewals, restaurant, wine, malt, and cordials, renewals, and restaurant, malt, and wine on page 4. So I'd move to approve all those businesses.
Okay, page 4, I'll second the motion.
Thank you. Page 5 has also a list of renewals for a package store and all alcohol, club, all alcohol, pool table, automatic amusement device businesses, as well as hotel and inn holder businesses on page 5. So I'd move to approve all those licenses.
I'll second the motion.
And that the hotel inn holder section continues to page 6. For renewals, you have an inn holder all alcohol, inn holder malt and wine, general on premises all alcohol, and a list of common vicular licenses that are up for renewal. And I'd move to approve those businesses.
I'll second the motion.
And that list of common vicular renewals continues on to page 7 with a list of businesses that are set for renewal or up for renewal. You have 4 parking lot businesses that are up for renewal, secondhand dealer licenses, there's 3, 2 pawnbroker licenses, and a number of Class 2 motor vehicle dealer license on page 7. I'd move to renew those licenses.
I'll second the motion.
And the Class 2 motor vehicle dealer license continues on to page 8, along with gold, silver, precious metals, jewelry sales, lodging house, and Class 1 motor vehicle dealer licenses, all up for renewal. So I'd move to approve those licenses as well.
And I'll second that motion.
All right, and that completes the list on page 8. So I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Well, at this time, I would just like to wish my colleague speedy recovery. I understand
Yes.
he's not doing well. And also to the Revere residents, a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to all.
Happy holidays and to everyone, and we'll see you in the new year.
See you in the new year.
Meeting adjourned.